All right, good Thursday afternoon and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope you are enjoying some good food and football with the family. We're going to break down your forecast over the next 7 days. The weather's cooperating for our holiday this year. Sometimes it doesn't, but we were pretty gracious this year to have a quiet day for the holiday. Now, as we get into this weekend, there is going to be some bigger changes coming. That's what we're going to be really focused on here in your forecast. But hopefully you're enjoying some good food and enjoy the calm weather for today and tomorrow. We've got some high clouds rolling through the area right now. This is a live look from our sky cam in Dumas, Texas. You can see again those clouds probably should set us up with a pretty nice sunset overnight tonight. Temperatures are seasonal. We're in the 50s to low 60s across the entire high plains. Winds also calm at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Lows for tonight, it's going to be cold. We'll probably fall below freezing north of the Canadian River. The rest of us will be in those mid 30s. And then Friday should be another beautiful day out ahead of our next weather maker. We are expecting some clouds to build in overnight tonight, especially in the southeast panhandle. Probably going to stay cloudy for much of the day for places like Paducah and Childress. Don't even be surprised if we have maybe some really light mist and drizzle down there on Friday ahead of that next cold front. Now, as you get into Saturday, that front really going to bring in some cooler weather. It's going to keep those temperatures probably in the 40s for much of the day on Saturday. Our high, we think, will happen before noon, and then we'll be in those mid 40s for the rest of the day with a stout north wind at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. So you can see those temperatures 35 at 5 p.m., down below freezing by 9 o'clock when that sun goes down Saturday. It's going to get cold very quickly. We'll probably be down into the teens and lower 20s by Sunday morning if you have any plans to be out and about for an early morning service. Wind chills could even be in the single digits on Sunday morning. So just make sure you dress in layers, bundle up. It is going to get pretty cold. Coldest we've been so far this year, at least for the fall season. Now, our next thing after that to watch is how this open wave trough interacts and dives through the plains. As we get into Monday, unfortunately, I think this thing's going to be too weak and too far north to provide us with any moisture. Just showing you those ensembles, they're still a little split, but the main takeaway here is the chance for us to see any kind of meaningful snowfall, I think, is extremely minimal. We've got less than a 10% chance to even get to an inch of snow here in Amarillo at this point in time. If we do see snow, it's going to be flurries. It's not going to be anything that's going to cause you much of a travel burden. Now, as you get up towards the Midwest and back up towards the Central Plains, they could see a more significant snow event. Areas like northern Illinois and the northern half of Indiana and Ohio over this weekend probably going to have a pretty significant snow on Saturday and Sunday, and then they're probably going to have another significant snow up there again early next week on Monday and Tuesday as well. For us, the cold weather should be your main takeaway. This is your odds of getting 1 inch of snow on Monday, Canadian at about a 10 to 20% chance, as well as Boise City, and then 20 to 40% for places like Perryton and Guyman. But odds are, if you do see snow, it's going to be less than 1 inch. So don't bank on getting any kind of meaningful winter weather. We've lowered your pop to 10% here in Amarillo. If we see anything, it's probably just going to be a few flakes flying in the sky. That's about it. Temperatures again going to be cold. Several mornings down into the low 20s, maybe even some teens, and then we've got another front coming through late next week. Otherwise, it is a pretty quiet forecast, just going to be cold out there. Next Friday is also the Electric Light Parade. We're going to be keeping an eye on what the weather holds for us that evening. Lots of people are going to be out on Polk Street with us as we continue to cover that Electric Light Parade. It's probably going to be cold, especially after that sun goes down. Hopefully it's not too cold with that cold front coming through in the second half of the week. But definitely doesn't look like it will be that warm. So something to watch closely. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Enjoy all the good food, the family, the friends, and hopefully you're out there watching the